Hydraulic fracturing. What is hydraulic fracturing or fracking? Since the Industrial Revolution, our energy consumption has risen increasingly. Majority of this energy consumption is supplied by fossil fuels like coal or natural gas. Recently, there has been a lot of talk about the controversial method of extracting natural gas, hydraulic fracturing or fracking. Put simply, fracking describes the recovery of natural gas from deep layers inside the earth. In this method, porous rock is fractured by the use of water, sand, and chemicals in order to release the enclosed natural gas. The technique of fracking has been known since the 1940s. Nonetheless, only in the last 10 years has there been quite a fracking boom, especially in the USA, because the European continent has been exhausted. The prices for natural gas and other fuels are rising steadily. Significantly more complicated and expensive methods like fracking have now become attractive and profitable. In the meantime, fracking has already been used more than 1 million times in the USA alone. Over 60% of all the new oil and gas wells are drilled by using fracking. First, a shaft is drilled several hundred meters in the earth. From there, a horizontal hole is drilled into the gas-bearing layer of rock. Next, the fracking fluid is pumped into the ground using high-performance pumps on average. The fluid consists of 8 million liters of water, which amounts to about the daily consumption of 65,000 people, plus several tons of sand and about 200,000 liters of chemicals. The chemicals perform various tasks. Among other things, they condense the water, kill off bacteria, dissolve minerals. Next, the majority of the fracking fluid is pumped out again, and now the natural gas can be recovered. As soon as the gas source is exhausted, the drill hole is sealed. As a rule, the fracking fluid is pumped back into deep underground layers and sealed in there. However, fracking is also associated with several considerable risks. The primary risk consists in the contamination of drinking water sources. Fracking not only consumes large quantities of fresh water, but in addition the water is subsequently contaminated and is highly toxic. The contamination is so severe that the water cannot even be cleaned in a treatment plant. The chemicals used in fracking vary from the hazardous to the extremely toxic and carcinogenic, such as benzol or formic acid. The companies using fracking say nothing about the precise composition of the chemical mixture, but it is known that there are about 700 different chemical agents which can be used in the process. Firstly, the fracking process requires a very large consumption of energy. Secondly, the drill holes are quickly exhausted, and it is necessary to drill fracking holes much more frequently than for classic natural gas wells. In addition, about 3% of the recovered gas is lost in the accession escapes into the atmosphere. So, how is fracking and its expected benefits to be assessed when the advantages are balanced against the disadvantage? When properly employed, this technique offers one way, in the short to medium term, for meeting our demand for lower cost energy, but the long-term consequences of fracking are unforeseeable, and the risk to our drinking water that should not be underestimated.